Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Dennis, aka Big D, here in the work truck, living the dream. Another day at work, running around doing emergencies. So I'm here to talk to you guys about our new purchase, lithium batteries, and how they're going so far. So we'll start off by saying that I got ionic batteries, and the reason why I got ionic batteries is because one, they have Bluetooth. Two, they had a package where you could get the whole package, everything all together, and you know everything works together. And because with lithiums, it's got to be everything's got to be the same, and it's crazy. You got to be a scientist to figure out. But anyway, it's a complete package from trolling motor batteries to starter cranker electronic batteries, and then also a charger. So we'll start off with the price. I got three um, ionic trolling motor batteries, 50 AH. Okay, 50 AH. So and then I also got, so the basic rule is whatever a lithium, and this is not straight lithium. This is a lithium pro. It's not a straight lithium battery, but it's lithium. So I'm not going to go into all that because honestly, I really don't understand it. So with that, the basic rule of thumb is if the battery is a 50 AH, it's equivalent to 100 AH lead acid battery. So a lithium is usually double. And the difference between a lithium battery, obviously, is the size and the weight, and the weight distribution, not weight, power distribution. So basically, a lead acid battery will slowly taper down throughout the day. Lithium is 100% all day, and then once it's reached zero, done. It's over. Party's over. All right. So with all that stuff said, let me fix this stupid beard. With all that stuff said, so I got the 50 AH. Beforehand, I ran three 125 AGM batteries. So second thing I did was the other thing I got was is I got a 100 AH cranking battery and electronics battery. So before that, I had two 100 AH batteries. One was a dual purpose, which cranked over the engine and ran like the live well, all that stuff. I have LED lights around the whole boat. And then I had another 125 deep cycle, uh, 100 or 125 deep cycle that ran all my electronics. Okay, so with that said, the first and most noticeable thing is I got rid of approximately 275 pounds of battery weight just by changing it out. Right, and also Ionic comes with an Ionic 4-bank charger made for these batteries. That was the first thing. So 275 out of the back. So when my boat is full tournament load, two guys, me being a big guy, and my partner, but with lead acid or AGM batteries, I would get up on plane. We're not talking top speed because I never go top speed. I'm not a speed guy. I don't want to go 80 miles an hour. No, it's not needed. So with that said, perfect conditions, nice and flat, yada yada yada. I would get up on plane in about 5 seconds. Say, mm, yeah, like 4 seconds. So now I used it this past Saturday. It was 20-mile winds, white caps, terrible conditions. I was legit up on plane in like 2 seconds. Like hit the gas, up on plane, gone. Pretty cool. That was the first benefit. Second benefit is obviously they say gas consumption, all that stuff, lack of weight, lack of wear and tear from heavy back bouncing and up and down. You'll stay up out of the water a little bit more, all that lovely stuff. So what I did was I went fishing, 20-mile-an-hour winds. So it was bad. It was windy. I was getting blown all over the place. Wind not toweling down, or we're not on spotlight. So let's talk about the trolling motor battery first. I was on the trolling motor most of the day, drove around very little. I was just fishing. It was a lake I've never been on before, and I was just fishing areas. Fishing sucked, by the way, but that's another story. So with all that stuff said, you can see all this stuff. That's all windburn. That's not even sunburn. It was terrible. So with all that stuff said, at the end of the day, being on the trolling motor all day, spot locking all day, I fished 7 hours. The trolling motor batteries on the Bluetooth app, I started off at 97%, and at the end of the day, I was at 64%. And that was the worst conditions you could possibly fish for your trolling motor. Except ripping through weeds and stuff like that, that would put a lot of stress, but it was literally, I was never off the trolling. You couldn't be off the trolling motor. It was constant. So I would go to a spot lock, and it was constantly, the wind was ripping. So if you're looking to get out of the 50, because a lot of people are concerned 50 AH versus 100 AH and all that stuff. So with all that said, with my calculations and my math, if I fished a full 14-hour day, here comes the train. If I fished a full 14-hour day, I would be, at the end of the day, at around 20% battery capacity. Give or take. I can't, don't quote me on that, but that's what I figured out, about 20. So 14-hour day, no problem. No whatsoever. As far, and that's running a 112 Ultrex spot lock, iPilot link, all that lovely stuff. That was the trolling motor batteries, right? So that's that. So now the second thing would be the cranking battery. So now I went from two 125 or 100 AH batteries to run all my electronics and crank to one battery. So two 75-pound batteries turned into 50-pound battery. And no problem. So with that, I ran a 250 Pro XS. I ran 5 units. That would be 2 Humminbird. That would be 2 Humminbird. Sorry, my wife just texted me. 2 Humminbird Helix 12s, 1 Helix 10. Okay, so that's 3. Two 9-inch Garmin units, or 10-inch Garmin units. That's 5. iPilot link. iPilot link. You have what else do I have that? I didn't have live wells on, so live wells don't count. I did have the LED lights on for a 3-hour trip to the lake and a 3-hour trip home. That was added in as well. Mr. Cross? Not me. So with that said, hold on, let them finish. So what's we need for 51? Address 2343 Lawson Avenue. So with that said, you have the 5 things: iPilot link, the LED lights. I'm missing something. The talons. What else runs on electric? All that stuff. I said the iPilot. Oh, the Panoptix box. I have Panoptix, 2 Panoptix units, so it's running both those all day. So quite a bit of draw. No, like I said, no live wells. Not a big deal. Live wells don't really take that much juice. At the end of the day, 7 hours, I was at, I think, 67%. So the 180 battery, 14 hours, no problem, running everything full blast. Another thing that I will tell you about the whole electronics thing is that there occasionally with the old lead acid battery. I also have 360. I have 360 in front of it. Yeah, I got all that stuff. So with the 360, occasionally it would go. I would lose it, or you would lose a graph, right, for through a power surge or a power drop. Gone. It's constant, straight, raw power. Love it. And the same thing with the trolling motor. I can't say that the trolling motor got more power because I would be lying to you. Because when I installed these batteries, I have a Trident, I installed a wedge. So instead of the motor being like this now, it's perfectly level. I did feel more power. I can tell you it's because of the battery of the wedge. But what I did was there was no power drop. It was on 10, full rip. You didn't feel it slowing down at all. So that does whatever it does. They just dropped me a job. I have no idea. Let me check real quick. Make sure there's nothing important. Sorry, guys. So with all that said, so we lost the weight. We got a better hole shot. It's nothing important. We got a better hole shot. We got all that stuff. We got more power, or so we think, more power, more steady power. No loss of graphs or anything like that. Everything was on. The lights were on for 6 hours. That should equate to what even more than what your live volts would be. So no problem. Cranked over the engine, no issues. I checked with my app. The alternator charged the battery, no issues. So we're pretty good with that. So those are the main benefits of having the batteries. Another benefit of having the batteries is right now they're say at 60 or 65% for all of them. If I plugged them in, which I didn't, if I plugged them in right now, I would be at 100% in probably an hour. So that's a good thing. So if I can fish in a tournament, you go away and you're at a hotel room, instead of having to leave it plugged in overnight and all that other stuff, you plug it in, you rig up your baits for the next day. By the time you're done, you're ready to go. These batteries supposedly they have a 5-year warranty. They last for up to 2,500 to 5,000 charges. So say that's 5,000 fishing trips. It's a lot of fishing trips. So if you're a weekend angler and you fish on the weekend, say you fish, if you're lucky, there's 52 weeks, you fish twice, it's 100 charges, say a year, right? Do the math. You're looking at, a long time. You'll probably have a new boat before you get batteries. So that's basically my price for the 3 trolling motor batteries, the 1 electronics battery, a 4-bank charger, a specially made metal tray that perfectly fits the trolling motor batteries, and with a strap, and then on the cranking battery, I bought these things that go on the battery. You screw it into the battery, and it makes 1 stem into 3. The whole package was about $2,500, $2,600. And like I said, the reason why I chose Ionic, I looked into Ionic, I looked into Dakota lithium, I looked into Amped, all that stuff. The main reason why there was 2 reasons why I got it. Well, 3. One is because it came in a full package. You didn't have to piece it together. 2, it had a onboard 4 bank charger. And if you wanted to go a separate route, you could get a quarter precision charger and just put it over to the setting for that, or you could take the onboard charger you got and send it back, and they'll give you what you would call they'll reprogram it to charge. You can't use a regular charger. So that's it. That's one of the reasons I got it. The second reason is I was on the phone with the owner of the company, and he explained everything to me in detail, step by step. Always answered my call or my text because there was a lot to figure out. Great guy. And the third thing is the Bluetooth setting. You punch it right up on your phone. It's all connected. You look, and I keep my boat on the other side of my property in a boat shed. If I want to check how my batteries are doing, I don't have to get out of my car. I drive, I go out by the shed. It's raining out, whatever. I look up my Bluetooth app. I go, okay, we're at 98%. We're good. Or I need to plug it in. Or when I'm out on the water, I could look to see if how my batteries are doing. It's cool. A lot of people might not think they'll use it, but you will use it. Another thing with the lithiums is I charge them up to 100%. 3 weeks later, not on a charge, they are at 98%. So they say if you leave them throughout the whole winter and you never charge them, you charge them at 100, and you leave them not on the charger, you'll be at about 70% when you're done. I will tell you that the big battery, I left one of my accessories on, and it was at 0, the big battery, and I charged it, and it was full charge from 0 to 100 in about 4 hours. That's what it took. So, any other questions? You guys know where to find me. I'm posting this on Lunkerville, so I'm always there. If you're not a member of the Lunkerville forums, come by, say hello. It's good forums, a lot of good people. Trying to think of anything else I missed. We got the weight, we got the power, we got the charge time, pricing, the whole setup, the whole 9 yards, all the electronics I ran, all the lights that I had on, 6 hours worth of lights. It was a terrible day of fishing, terrible day to be out there because I hate wind, but it was a great day to check out my new batteries. So far, so good. It's amazing the whole shot that I got. I was so impressed. I couldn't believe it how fast I got up. It was literally like, and I didn't even, mash the gas. I was up in like legitimately 2 seconds, flying. It's insane. It's insanity. And I wasn't even trimmed out properly. My boat runs best with my jack plates all the way up top. I was midway and I got right up. Which is good because this saves you time for adjusting jack plates and all this junk with this 80 miles an hour. It's crazy. I don't know a fish that swims 80 miles an hour. So, but that's about it. Any questions? Let me know. So I'll give 2 thumbs up to the lithium-ion batteries. Now I think I'm gonna get them on my other boat, my little pond putt-putt boat. Just for ease of use. $2,500 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but do the math. If say you're replacing AGM batteries every 4 years, right? You're gonna have these batteries for 12 years, 5,000 charges. So 5 batteries that I was using at a good AGM battery is what? A cheaper, good one, $250 a pop. 250 times 5, do the math. You're running out of fingers, that's $1,250. $1,250, I'm going to have to replace it 3 times in the amount of time that the lithiums are gonna last. So you're looking at 2,500. So you're looking at spending an extra 1,250 in that amount of time. Like, listen, if you're gonna sell your boat soon, don't buy them. But if you're gonna keep your boat, you like your boat, they're you're actually gonna save money in the long run. You're gonna save on fuel. You're gonna save on wear and tear and your transom and all that stuff. Oh, not to mention the room that I got. I was all batteries. Now I have storage in my back compartment. I leave like extra clothes and in the Bass Mafia sealed bags. I leave like jumper cables. Oh, that's another thing. So speaking about jumper cables, you cannot jump anybody, and they cannot jump you. Lithium to AGM just does not work, and you can't jump. They have to be the same amperage battery, the same AH battery. So I can't jump my 50 to my 100. Can't do it. I leave my jumper cables on the boat for other people. So if they're stuck and oh my god, I'm stuck. If you're worried about that, you're gonna have to carry probably a battery boost or the new power pole charge, which is like another $1,000. But you shouldn't have a problem. The batteries are not lead acid. They're not like that. They're kind of bulletproof. Light as could be. Tons of storage. Um, if I was you, I'd make the investment. Um, I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, and then I'll send the link over to Lunkerville, and I'll also put up 2 photos of screenshots of my batteries. Um, Lithium batteries, ionic batteries. 2 thumbs up, love it. Once as always, God bless you. God's the way to go. Always is. God, baby. 2 thumbs up for God. God bless you. Have a great day. Love you all.